Start.
Hello everybody. Good morning. Today our topic is about Indian education needs some serious reforms. I am very happy to speak about this topic because Indian education system present days is somewhat ruined. It needs some serious reforms. First of all, what is education? Education means acquiring knowledge by any means. We can acquire knowledge through practical knowledge, through practical experience, rather than theory. In the case of our Indian education, I think that is not happening. Students were given materials, notes, etc., and they were used to mug up those questions, those answers. So, practical knowledge, practical experience should be given more importance rather than theoretical knowledge, etc.
Yes. Yes, I completely agree with Nikhil's statements because our Indian education system is the main factor to develop the economical sector of India, and also it also supports industrial sector, software management skills, and industrial supports to the development of India. It's all about depends upon the main factor is education. But today education system is almost in low level. I have censured that India acquires 73rd place in all 74 countries in education system. As this is all the reason for low level education system. Hence we have to need a serious reforms to develop our education. Thereby it also increases indirectly our economical sector of India.
Vinay sir, I need your attention. Teachers will always encourage the students on subjects on smart skills and also encourage them to think practically. In education system, fee structure should be changed so that people can also affect to study after states and colleges.
Increase. Is it okay?
I completely agree with what Chitra said. In the Indian education system, our fee system should be changed so that poor can also study well, and political leaders should take many schemes on this education, so that they can provide many much money to the poor, and poor can also study in corporate colleges and schools, and also through practical knowledge education can be developed. So political leaders should also develop in what cases like equipments are required for the students.
My view totally different. I want to say that practical knowledge of student. Education is not learning. It just should practically work it out. We learned functions, theorems in our childhood, but we are not applying in real life.
I totally agree with Venkatesh's statement. Actually, the practical knowledge system is nowadays in schools will be done because it is an independent factor. Of course, I want to give an example. For example, teachers are giving some works, assignments and projects for students. They simply copied from Google websites. They didn't think in creative way. But in fairness, the students are, if they did like this, the teachers are immediately find it and simply cross it. Then the students are refer so many books, then they get in a creative way. So students get more creative knowledge rather than mug up. And one more point I want to tell means learning education in a purpose of how to behave in a society.
Yes. But today, the Indian students are almost thinking, learning how to learn, to learn. But they doesn't think about self-learning. They doesn't think about how to practical. It doesn't put out their knowledge into the practical skills. This is all the main reason for the downing of our education system. So we should have serious reforms like thinking in a creative way and a practical way.
I completely supported to this, and I have an extra point that every student needs physical education. By that, every student gets sportiveness and leadership qualities also. That comes. And also I have the extra point. Every college has an good infrastructure by supporting to the students.
Because students want to be involved in practical exams, but teachers are not giving some times to in practical exams, practical in way. They have so many works. That's why we have some times and hours.
Yes, I have a point to add. Education in mother tongue should be implemented such that the students can easily understand the concept. They can easily approach what the concept behind. If the education is in other language or foreign language, student feels some confusion. It gives confusion but no clarity. So it leads to mugging up of questions, etc.
Sorry to interrupt between things. Now, in my point of view, for backward people, we should provide scholarships and reservations. Sorry to interrupt between our friends. For backward people, we should provide scholarships and reservations, and we should implement to study well.
Practical knowledge system will increase the students' mindset rather than mug-up. As India is a developing country, still we have to need more reforms.
Modification in teaching system should be done urgently. It is the main factor for the students. The motive of the students mainly depends on the students' teaching skills. The teaching skills of the students should be of encouragement to the students. This is my main point.
And stops the education as a business. Nowadays, many corporate colleges and schools use education, treating education as a business. So stop the education as a business.
Politicians are the main persons to this type of issues arising. So,
Sorry to interrupt, friends. It's time. We have to conclude our topic. As everyone said that, as majority members of our team said that practical education is needed. Practical education is needed. Indian education reforms. Practical education should be added in this, and also here the reform should be in favor to the student, so that student can enjoy his education and study more.
Yes. Reform should be of any type. They should be of student centered.
Okay, fine. Thank you, one and all. Actually, what I've observed is your team doesn't have any coordination. You could not discuss. You have discussed, but nobody had coordinated with each other's point. And even the people who have lots of content with you were unable to express that. Okay? So maybe this is your practice session, but still you are supposed to take majority of your efforts to make yourself more refined while you are speaking. And this boy, you are supposed to improve your body language. You are supposed to even look at your expressions. You are supposed to look at your language barrier. All these are really going to hamper you a lot. So if you cannot involve, okay, it would be a tough time for you. And coming to you, you are struggling to speak, you have that hesitation. But I think if you can put in some efforts, definitely you will work out well. You can start becoming an effective communicator. And you are passive. You are completely passive toward the discussion. You are supposed to even be an active participant of the discussion. And you have raised a point at the end of the discussion. Make it sure that you involve in the discussion at least 5 to 10 minutes since the discussion started. Is it okay? And I think you have a problem with your language, right? Expression also. Fine. And all of you are very good. But I found that you also did not involve, right? You're not interactive throughout the discussion, maybe. Yes? And I think even you have not taken good number of turns to speak, right? So this is all again, group discussion means again it is group dynamics, right? So you're supposed to work out with all these things. Okay, thank you friends.
Thank you, madam.
Thank
you, Monica ma'am. And I have a bigger observation because I'm doing that evaluation sheet also. And G4, it's like Surya Ramya. Ramya, you see her. Ramya is a very passive girl and also she hasn't fear to speak.
Yes.
Sudhir, on the side, what are the practices you have done with Ramya? Because 1 hour exactly we have utilized for the practice. How many chances you have given for Ramya in your mock session? Okay? As a leader, it's your responsibility to guide Ramya, give an opportunity. Right? And coming to the Priyanka, she is going to still, we want some refinement of language. Priyanka, you need to improve that. And next to Nikhil, Nikhil has taken initiation. He initiated the topic, but the way how you initiated is not up to the mark. And after that also you have taken many chances, but still I think you are not able to give 100% of your base of presentation, right? And Shruti is an active girl, I know, but she is very neglected on the topic, so she has very less comment on the content. That's why she failed to speak. And Satya is a very looks, not even looks, even she is very hesitant to speak. Always, but in this kind of the group discussion, if you feel a little hesitant, tomorrow the company comes, they never understand the Jyoti ma'am, because Jyoti madam knows what the thema is. Because I know you are the capable, but you are a little hesitant to speak, but the company comes, they may not understand. So you need to prove yourself. Right? You are good, I know, but you have a problem with your speech. Magda is absent. Sudhir is anyhow, he is the hero of the show. But as a hero, it's completely his responsibility to make other team members, friends of the hero, be alert and active.
Are you putting your head down? supposed to lift up your head. Face your friends, teacher, everybody.
Sunita is one more very innocent girl. Looks like innocent. Of course, she is not innocent. And I heard, madam, you know that in the classroom when I was observing, her speech with her friends is so active. She has a little communication gap. That's why she is unable to speak. And coming to Venkatesh, he is the villain of the group. And he is very active. He need to concentrate a little bit on his body language, and you have to know that. You need to know that the times and where exactly you need to take an opportunity. That is missing completely. And Sri Chaitanya is Satya Chaitanya. Right? You are not Chaitanya? Satya Chaitanya is very good, but I don't know exactly at the performing time, always you are failing. So we need to think much on the client, because you are very active in the theory class, I have seen, I have observed. But coming to the performance, not only GD in the debate or a few laboratory experiences, I have seen your video also, and the real practice also, you fail. Because you are unable to speak in the microphone also. And you need to rectify, you need to overcome. Have you observed all the other teams? What are the discussions